And what are your memories of PMC? What brought you to PMC?
My mother and father from Philadelphia, and they grew up in Philadelphia. And my mother went to a dance here in the Armory, which would be the late 30s. And she remembered the school. So when I was applying to school, we wrote away for the application, and I applied to the school to Penn Morton as a civilian and was accepted. And then we came down to visit the school. We were in front of Old Main. We went to the right. Between the Armory and Old Main was a sign. It had a motto on it. It's something about, upon these fields are sown the seeds of victory. And went on, I think it was by MacArthur. And at this point, the band is practicing. They're playing Olympians, which was a song that we played a lot. And I just kind of like a magic moment. It just all came over me, how neat it was. I was in the high school band. I planned on being the band here anyway, and I just was taken over and switched over to the military as far as my application process, and I was accepted to the school. So when I walk by the Armory, kind of reminds me of how I got here. In fact, I stuck my head in the other day, and I don't think it's changed since my mother had her dance. So that's how I found out about the place. When I came in, I did the bugle calls. The freshman trumpet player gets the bugle calls. So I did the bugle calls every morning. I did taps at night. Had to get up and go down before a speaker and play taps into a speaker system at God knows what time in the morning. I do remember in the end, I was doing the funerals for the alumni who had been killed in Vietnam, and that got pretty rough. I think I did 3 or 4. Meaning I played taps. I always remember them watching the flag being folded over the casket and given to the wife, and it got to the point where I couldn't do any more. It was too upsetting to do the funerals. In fact, I got to know one or two of the people that I had remembered when I'd been there before.
How many members were in the band?
The band, I would say, if I had to take a guess, might be 50. It was also a headquarters company, so it was a unit that, for the 4 years, we all stayed together. The band company, where one year you might be an Alpha company, next year you might be a Bravo company, and then Charlotte company. Everyone in the band was together for the 4 years. One of the things we were proud of my senior year, we won Best Company. So we were real proud of the fact that we were the band company, and yet when it came to the drilling and maneuvers with rifles, we won it for the whole Corps.
When you were with the band, did you travel?
Yes, we did. Of course, we did. We did the Boardwalk Bowl in Atlantic City, which was a lot of fun. We went to New Orleans my first year. We did the Mardi Gras. We led the Mardi Gras, and we played Dixie. So that was a lot of fun because it was Northern Band playing Dixie. And then we did the Cherry Blossom Festival in Washington, D.C. We did the St. Patrick's Day Parade in New York, where they were yelling at us to get out of town because the Vietnam War was even more on then at that point, and being in the military uniform was not very popular. The year before I got there, I believe they had done the World's Fair, which is filmed, and I thought they made the records. I was the band a year ahead of me. So the band almost every year had a project or somewhere to go or something we were doing.